It is 4 p.m. on a Friday. The classroom is finally quiet. The week's grading is done, and you're staring at a blank screen, trying to summon the energy to write the weekly parent newsletter. By this point in the week, your emotional tank is empty. Teachers often face a difficult choice: skip the update entirely or force out a hollow, rushed paragraph to satisfy an obligation. That blank page represents a stewardship problem, a direct drain on the fragile reserve of emotional energy you have left at the end of the week. Consistent, warm communication with parents serves as a core ministry, making the partnership between school and home real. Failing to send it quietly severs that connection. To bypass that blank page entirely, we can use a feature inside Google Gemini called Gems. Think of a gem as a customized, reusable assistant. It acts like a substitute teacher who has already read your subplans and understands your parents, your voice, and the exact shape of a Friday update. This tool guarantees you will never start from a blank page again, providing a solid draft that you then refine. Handing off the exhausting, repetitive scaffolding of drafting protects the energy you need for genuine care. Step 1 is to open the Gem Manager inside Gemini and create a new module. Let's name it something easy to find on a tired Friday, like Parent Newsletter Writer. The success of this tool relies on a strict 6-line instruction skeleton. Writing paragraph-long instructions often confuses the AI, so we will keep the code short and precise. Line 1 defines the role. You write a short weekly classroom newsletter for parents skimming on a phone. Line 2 sets the voice. Match my warm, plain tone, using short sentences and a 6th grade reading level. Next, we lock in the structure. Line 3 dictates the exact order: greeting, highlights, upcoming events, and a home help tip. Then, line 5 enforces a strict limit. Keep the whole thing under 250 words. Establishing these rigid formatting constraints removes the structural decision fatigue that usually hits at the end of the week. That brings us to line 4. We instruct the gem to include one short encouragement, tying a real moment from the week to growth in character or faith. Demanding a tie to a real classroom moment prevents the AI from generating generic fortune cookie blessings that often cheapen the message. Finally, line 6 provides an honesty guardrail. We mandate that the AI must only use details provided in the notes, forbidding it from inventing names, events, or accomplishments. This setup forces the machine to operate strictly within the boundaries of truth and actual student formation. We will test the gem using the raw, messy scribbles a real teacher jots down between classes to prove it works across different grade levels. In 2nd grade, scattered notes about reading and a Bible verse transform into a cohesive, warm update. The gem wove a specific note about sharing into the update smoothly, maintaining student privacy while sharing the growth. For 5th grade, the gem translates a difficult note about a cheating thing into a diplomatic and mature phrase, an honest classroom conversation about integrity. The honesty guardrail allows you to tell parents something true and meaningful about classroom culture while protecting students from unnecessary drama. For a 9th grade history class, the AI automatically scales the tone up to produce a mature, academic update discussing moral courage. Across every grade level, the tool handles the heavy lifting of tone and structure, returning a draft that is 90% ready to send. Your role now shifts from writer to editor. A rapid 2-minute polish ensures the final draft sounds authentically like you. To erase the robot smell, start by deleting bloated openers like "as we reflect on another week." Then, replace inflated words like utilize or delve with plain human language. You should also look for vague, generalized praise and generic faith lines that aren't tied to the week's events. Fix these by inserting specific, observed details from your notes, ensuring the faith thread connects directly to something the students actually experienced. Asking, "Does this sound like me?" for 2 minutes vastly outperforms 30 minutes of staring at a blank page. Using a machine to draft a note does not invalidate your genuine care for your families. That care originates from your actual classroom observations and the intentional edit you apply to the final message. Reclaiming 25 minutes of Friday energy redirects your strength towards human tasks no algorithm can replicate. You can spend that saved time being present with a struggling student, calling a parent, or finding personal rest. Hand over the mechanical scaffolding and save your energy for the soul work that matters most.